TehPoptartKid Plays Penny Arcade. Hello everybody. Welcome back to TehPoptartKid Plays. Today I'll be continuing Penny Arcade's On the Rain-Slick Precipice of Darkness 3. Alright, let's get started. We're at the Atelier and we're looking at the looking at the different statues, yeah. What's the controls again? I forgot. Okay, Oh, it's spaced. Okay, duh. Okay, I kind of forgot what the controls were for a bit, but I remember now. Okay. Statue of a hobo. One day, while overseeing construction of the Atelier of the Dowager Proxy, the seamstress saw the hobo and took pity, offering him a gift of a few coins. The next day, the same hobo returned. At the head of a hobo flock, like some bedraggled street priest, the seamstress asked if the gathered throng would like to see a magic trick, and when they said yes, she transformed their hobo Pope into a rustic pin. This seemed to satisfy their appetite for tricks. Use of the hobo pin is frowned upon by the Dowager Proxists, but those who can endure its unique character will find a strong brawler unbound by the normal rules of engagement. Among the hobo's many fear techniques is its ability to inflict hoboism, a wasting disease that devours enemies bit by bit. Okay. Alright. What's this one? Let's check this one out. I can't check that one out? Okay. Let's check this one out. Statue of an Element Store. The story of the Element Store and its associated saga is far too complex and involved to tell within these walls. For the full tale, please reread Epic Legends of the Hierarchs, the Element Store Saga, volumes -3 through volume Rainbow 25, part 7. The short version, Element Stores dominate the elements, and then they dominate other people with the elements they just dominated. If you like to burn, crush, drench, and whatever you do with air, this is your pin. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's cool. Statue of a slacker. The slacker pin began its life as the seamstress's son Josh. Year after year, she urged the slacker to follow in her footsteps, or any footsteps really, or to do anything. Year after year, he refused as he wallowed in his own self-indulgent idleness. Finally, in a fit of rage, the seamstress declared, "Blood or no, the enemy of industry is my enemy as well." As she wove her arts, morphing the young boy of 34 into another pin, she regretted it instantly, of course, but it was a great looking pin which took the edge off. She felt that peace of mind which comes only after a difficult decision has been faced head-on and wisely dealt with. The slacker is one of the less practical pins forged by the seamstress, yet is not completely devoid of use. The Dewagger praxis frequently call upon its laid-back vibe for relief when the stress of life becomes unbearable. The seamstress once remarked that her son was full of hidden potential, but it is thought that this was merely an expression of motherly affection and not grounded in reality. Slacker. You're a slacker. I'm a slacker. I'm a slacker for sure. Statue of a cordwainer. I was given to understand my shoes would be ready by noon today. The seamstress. The cordwainer pin bestows much more than just the ability to craft artisan shoes. Practitioners gain incredible speed, the ability to interrupt and slow enemies, plus shocking, deeply inhumane shoe-based attacks. Interesting. Okay. Well, is that it? Is that all I'm gonna look at? Yeah, wait, is there anything up here? Oh, I can go up here, okay. Hello, what's up? What? How did you get up here so fast? I ran all the way up the stairs. I'm out of shape. The maiden shrugs. I was way into track at Shrine College. Wow, I guess she was into track. My sport. When I did sports in college, I did bowling and badminton. I did bowling a few semesters ago, which was pretty fun, and badminton as well. I can't touch that one, okay. Statue of a Dinosaur. While sojourning in the lands beyond the Praxian Mountains, the seamstress found herself set upon the Dinosaur, last member of an ancient and primal people. The Dinosaur used the long-forgotten saurian tongue to change into terrifying lizardoids, long extinct. Unfazed by the immense strength and size of her transformed assailant, the seamstress realized that the Dinosaur's power came at a cost, a complete lack of control. Thus armed, the seamstress anticipated the Dinosaur's every move and thus secured victory over her opponent. Wielders of the Dinosaur pin had been seen to change into one of three forms. The sturdy Triceratops. Are you kidding me? You get to transform into a dinosaur? Hell yeah! The swift Velociraptor or the mighty T-Rex. Awesome! I would love to transform into a Velociraptor or T-Rex. In hushed tones, there are those who say an even more terrible form exists, though none have survived an encounter with the first three. I can imagine so. I would love to transform into a T-Rex or a Velociraptor. What's this? Statue of a masochist. The masochist fought mightily against the seamstress, but it was to no avail. The masochist's attacks were mighty, but they came at a cost. The mortification of his own life force. The seamstress simply dodged each attack, and the masochist defeated himself. The whole thing was pretty sad. Users of the masochist pin gain great strength, but at a terrible risk. You wield it at your own peril. Ah. And what's this? Oh, just statues? Just random statues? Okay. What's over here? Statue of a gardener. Gardener? The seamstress came upon one of the gardeners standing in the middle of a wild field. He spoke then, saying, "My people once fought upon this very ground, brother against brother, father against son, all fighting for the right to tame the earth and hoe and plant to their very heart's desire. In the end, it was their blood that nourished this very soil." "That's pretty dumb," the seamstress said. "Oh yeah?" the gardener spat, wetting the earth. "Basically," said she, and balled her fist. When she opened it, a pin stood upon her palm. Those who take up the pin of the gardener become peerless masters of hoe-based combat, able to nick their opponent's shins and cause extensive bleeding. But it is their ability to sow mystical gardens that is their true gift. These gardens bestow a number of advantages, but be warned, only one garden can exist at a time." Good to know. Okay. What's this? Statue of a diva. Oh, you're such a diva. The seamstress hated the opera. True story. How can you hate the opera? Seriously? That's it? Yes. She went to the opera one time, just to see if she still hated it, and she did. I don't know, the opera's kind of okay. She determined that leaving out the front door would take about 3 more seconds than just turning the soprano into a pin. Guess which one she chose? Wearers of the diva pin value themselves above all else. Can the needs of the one outweigh the many? What's this? If you can fool yourself, you can fool anyone, the seamstress. By now, you have heard many tales of her vanquished foes, but there was an opponent more wily and intractable than any other. The seamstress herself. Her power of shaping and her deep enthusiasm for its use collected fractured identities in a persona which called itself the Delusionist. Eventually, she got sick of that, focused for a moment, and expelled it in pin form. Removing the pin from her mouth, she fixed it to an incredible new scarf that she just got. The abilities bestowed by this pin may seem foolish, but the truly wise will come to understand the power of self-delusion. Nothing. Statue of an apocalypse. An apocalypse faced the seamstress, but he knew he could not win, for he had seen his future as a cute and stylish pin, Tyco Allocutor Bra. The apocalypse is a perfect pin for patient practitioners and proponents of powerful potentialities. Stack prophecy upon prophecy, and when the day of judgment finally arrives, your enemies will fall, and you will have been right all along. The statue coughs nervously. Cough, cough. Alright, I think that's it for this room. Let's go up. Oh, I guess this is the last room. It is said that these braziers will shine with a pure light once mastery of the class pins is achieved. I wonder, What will happen when every brazier shines forth? Gabe, I wonder that too. Seriously though, tell me. Shannon, maiden of the shrine, does not reply. Okay. I guess she doesn't reply. Alright. Well, I guess that's it for this room. Or is it? Yeah, that's it for this room. I guess that's it for the atelier. Let's go down the stairs. Yeah. Already talked about that. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. No, already talked to me about that. Alright, I guess we're done with the atelier. Going. Oh, Uncle! In your letter, you said there was something you wished to discuss. A shadow passes over Tycho's face. Indeed, child, and tonight we shall. For now, there's much to do at the office. There is dust on things, mind you, and I won't stand for it. Yeah, dust sucks, guys. Clean your stuff. But there's always tonight then. Tonight. And Claire skips off, her massive wrench in tow. And bye Anne Claire, she's gone. Upon returning to Ramshackle Sanctum, the scholar and the brute begin a long and arduous study of the events that had recently transpired. It may be more appropriate to suggest that Tyco began a long and arduous study of the events that had recently transpired. Gabriel was thinking about getting a dog. Oh, a dog! Or maybe a cat. Meow! I'll get a dog. Briefly, the logistics of giraffe ownership are considered. I would own a giraffe, that'd be cool. Several days pass in this way. And then, one day, while Gabe and Tycho were trying out a new waterslide park, something happened. Dr. Blood, I have heard you, beast. Show yourself. Here I am. Take me up. Seize me, and we will claim your hesitate. I will assemble your cursed collection, Diabolus, but you will hide that name in your spine, secret beneath the binding, and speak it never. Dr. Blood picks up the Necro Wamba. Hestia. Gabe and Tycho return. When it comes to wetness, I mean like being wet, water is king. Too true, Gabriel. Wait, where's the Necro Wamba? Jim, you had one job. Yeah, you had one job. Bad, Jim. We leave you in charge for just a few minutes and half the office is gone. Actually, I think it's just a Necro Wamba. I know I said that after the incident with your skin and your body or whatever. We'd always have a position for you, a position on the shelf at the very least. But I don't know how else to say this. The experiment is over. You are uniquely unqualified to act as head of security. Oh, poor Jim. Jim hiccups. It's not clear what emotion this represents. Plus, your jar is dumb. Oh, poor Jim. Gabriel. Whatever. His jar sucks. It's dumb and I hate it. What did Jim do to you? If Jim has a position on Gabriel's position, vis-a-vis his jar, he keeps it to himself. So, it's back to field work for you. Somehow, just do your best. Jim and his jar have joined your party. Oh, cool. Startlingly, The phone and the startling developments detective agency begins to ring. Twice in 1 month? Tyco grabs the phone and begins to talk while Gabe makes funny faces at the immobile jar. Immobile jar. Yes? Uh-huh. You don't say. Tyco hangs the phone up. We have been summoned by a Dr. Euripides Hark, curator of the Museum of Contemporary and Ancient Works. I hate every part of what you just said. He refused to discuss the particulars over the phone, suggesting that he had a matter of grave import to discuss with us. The timing is odd, to say the least. To the museum! The Museum of Contemporary and Ancient Works has now been unlocked on your map. Oh, sweet! And we'll go to the Museum of Contemporary Art next time on TehPoptartKid Plays. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye everybody.